Good afternoon and welcome to Coventry Today. I'm Conor Deering.
And I'm Tumi Nhlapo. Coventry City's existence is under threat as a debt crisis threatens to see the club forced to declare themselves insolvent or face a winding up order. £2.8 million has been approved to fund the second phase of Coventry's redevelopment, and a shop has opened in Coventry city centre, giving customers the opportunity to buy products and gifts that are 100% made in Coventry.
The club's financial crisis has taken a turn for the worse. The bosses over at the Ricoh Arena have given the club an ultimatum and said either pay up or get out. I'm joined in the studio now by sports correspondent Leah Waller. Leah, can you give us an idea about what is going on over at Coventry City?
It's no secret that the club's funds have fallen into disrepair. Their finances have been suffering for quite a while. They haven't managed to actually pay their rent to the club for a couple of months now. It's been mounting and mounting, and now they reportedly owe over £1 million.
Okay, and is it true that those in charge over at the Ricoh Arena have given the club an ultimatum and said either pay your debts or get out?
Yeah, they've given them 21 days until Boxing Day. It's not too long, and it's over the Christmas period, which is a bit difficult for them. I think really the owners have just had enough. You know, they've been renting out their ground to them, and they've not got any money for quite a while now.
Okay. I mean, as you mentioned earlier, it's a lot of money. How would you expect a club like Coventry City to go about raising that kind of money in such a short period of time?
It is quite difficult, but it's not impossible. It's been done before by teams like Portsmouth. A lot of the time it helps if you've got a few rich fans that can come together, provide a consortium, perhaps buy the club, if not, donate to it. You can also increase ticket prices and increase the price of merchandise that they sell via their club shop. Fundraising events are also quite good as well, like with the fans, because a lot of the time they will give what they've got spare to help their club because they really do care about it. They're really passionate about football in Coventry City.
Yep, thank you very much, Leah. We're going to hear a little more on the matter because Dr. John Beach, a sports expert at the university, has been speaking to Ifat Malik.
I think really you have to look at this at three levels. The most obvious level is the immediate situation where there is the 21 days threat and a very real threat, and that in a sense is shocking. But if you dig a little bit deeper, it's really the culmination of a whole series of events that have been going on for the best part of a year. A major confrontation between the football club as the tenant of the stadium and ACL, the company which is jointly owned by the local council and by the Alan Higgs charity. And that's been going on, as I say, for a year. There's been a lot of brinkmanship. They say they're talking, but they've both got into very entrenched positions and seem unable to find a compromise and a way forward. And that's why it's come to this the crisis has come to a head. I think at an even deeper level, it's really part of a whole series of issues that have come out because of the way that football as business is structured in this country. It's one of the most dysfunctional examples you're likely to come across. One of the requirements of the Football League, which is where they play, is that a ground is to a certain standard. So they'd be severely restricted in what the possibilities were. And just simply in those terms, the only practical possibilities would be a ground share at, I guess, Northampton or Leicester would be the two nearest grounds where it would actually be legal for them to play. And that would create all sorts of problems. I'm not sure that either Northampton or Leicester would be particularly willing to ground share, because it's not as simple as letting somebody else use your ground. Every time a match is played, it damages the pitch. So basically, if either of those clubs said, yes, you can come and play here, then their pitch is being used twice as much as it normally is. There's going to be extra maintenance, all sorts of operational problems for them in allowing that. And it's helping out somebody who is a rival after all.
Coventry city centre continues to get a facelift as it undergoes the second phase of redevelopment. The City Council is set to approve up to £2.8 million, which will focus on 12 projects, some of which will join work completed in phase 1.
Following the successful first phase of Coventry City Centre transformation, The second one is ready to start. Through a nearly £3 million investment, a new access to Pool Meadow bus station will be created. Fairfax Street, New Union Street, Corporation Street and Queen Victoria Road will be improved and new green areas and cycle paths will appear around the city. As a result, not only will the city centre become a nicer place for taking a walk, but it will also solve problems such as traffic jams, coaches' journey times and reliability. The project is expected to be completed by the end of next year.
Officers from Coventry City Council believe the scheme will improve the underperforming retail sector in the city centre. They are hoping it will kickstart further investments and will offer extra parking alongside new shops.
It's probably on some things it's been well spent, but it certainly should have took the opinion of people of Coventry. Where we're standing now used to be green. Why have we had to concrete over it? Where are the trees? There's a few they've put in as a token gesture, but all in all, it's a concrete city.
Coventry needs something to build it up because otherwise everything's going to close down.
So I would like some more trees in it instead of what we've got, but we'll wait till it's developed. It's still young, isn't it?
I know they did add more grass because people were saying they wanted it, but I still think more green would be nice. And if they could finish their jobs a bit quicker, it took ages.
The second phase of the project also features removal of traffic lights, narrowing carriageways and improvements to pedestrian routes, including new zebra crossings. This was Emma Cooley for ICOV.
It's been a big couple of days in the economy as the autumn statement was released yesterday. Phil Prokofiev reports.
Chancellor George Osborne gave his autumn statement last night, announcing advancement in current economic policies, with the greatest changes going towards wages, allowances and welfare. The statement has split opinion nationwide and locally, with parties supporting and opposing not only the statement, but Osborne's treatment of the economy thus far. As outlined in the Chancellor's statement, local housing allowance rates are to rise next April, being capped at 1%. While basic state pension is to be raised by 2.5%, lifetime and annual pensions are being cut by £0.25 million and £10,000 respectively. Child benefit is being capped for the next 3 years, leaving it effectively inflation-proof, and extra funding is to be allocated in the aid of building 120,000 homes, and a proposed 3p increase to petrol prices has been scrapped.
I can see both sides of it. I think petrol has got to a ridiculous level, the price of it at the moment. But on the other hand, from an environmental point of view, I think that petrol should cost a lot to try and discourage people using the cars more and using lorries, etc. for transport.
No, I don't agree. I think if they are going to put down child benefit, they've got to offer another solution.
Everybody needs to have an equal opportunity and an opportunity to have a life basically that they can make something of. And if the benefits that people are getting are freezing with inflation, they're not going to get that opportunity.
While the consequences of the statement are yet to be seen, one thing is for certain: the age of austerity is set to continue. For Commentary Today, this is Philip Prokofiev.
Broadcaster Stuart Hall has been charged with 3 counts of indecent assault. The 82-year-old man from Wilmslow in Cheshire has been charged following complaints to police about alleged incidents involving 3 girls between 1974 and 1984. Best known for his distinctive style of football reporting on BBC Radio 5, Mr. Hall has been bailed to appear before Preston magistrates in January.
It has been announced that Virgin Trains will run the West Coast Main Line for another 2 years. The revelation came just hours before an inquiry was released, which investigates the reason for the collapse of a deal worth £5 billion in October. The government has also stated that the Department of Transport may be able to bring the deadline forward, provided another franchise can replace Virgin Trains. Despite the complications of the deal, Virgin have assured rail users that they will strive to improve their services and have included an hourly line from Glasgow to London in their plans.
A shop has opened in Coventry city centre, giving customers the opportunity to buy products and gifts that are 100% made in Coventry by city residents. The shop consists of a collection of handmade jewellery and original arts and crafts, all indigenous to the city of Coventry. Emma Cooley reports.
Local business Made in Coventry opened its new shop on Saturday after relocating from a smaller location in Ball Hill. The new shop, based just behind the Transport Museum, specialises in locally made goods.
Made in Coventry couldn't have opened at a better time. With the festive season well underway, the business is set to go from strength to strength.
Hi, my name's Julia. I started the Made in Coventry shop last February. We were in Ball Hill. It didn't really work very well because it's not on a very busy thoroughfare and the parking's a bit dodgy up there. So we were struggling to get people to come in, and I was desperate to make this work. Ego, the production company, asked me if I was interested in joining with them to bring Made in Coventry into town. And obviously it was a no-brainer. I had to take that opportunity. The shop was bigger, and I would be working with another company that would help me and support me to grow. So it's the perfect opportunity, really. With the larger shop, we can have classes and workshops as well, whereas we couldn't do that in the other shop.
Shoppers looking for the perfect Christmas gift will find something for everyone, from children's toys, cookies and shortbread to handmade jewellery.
Moving the shop just before Christmas was a bit of a risk, but we're hoping we'll get some publicity which will bring people down to the shop. Next week, next Wednesday the 12th, we've got an open night, so we're open till 8:30, free parking, so you can pop in and have a glass of wine and a mince pie, which would be nice, with some Christmas music on, which might not be as nice. But yes, we're really excited to get people buying handmade, locally produced goods.
The pub landlord Al Murray is hitting the road to raise a glass with many at the Warwick Arts Centre for his The Only Way is Epic tour. Dika Ahmed reports.
He is the pub landlord, Mr. Al Murray.
Multi-award-winning British comedian Al Murray, best known for his role as the pub landlord, is performing at Warwickshire Arts Centre tonight. The show is part of his 2012 The Only Way is Epic tour. After the absolute success of the twice extended Barrel of Fun tour, the nation's most irrepressible innkeeper has a new live stand-up show to offer his fans. Tickets for the performance have already been selling out fast, so hurry up if you want to watch his premiere at the nearest theatre to you. Dika Ahmed, Coventry.
Coventry City are set to take on Tottenham Hotspur in the FA Cup 4th round. The Sky Blues will travel with a possible army of 4,000 fans to London in January. The draw has poured a sense of nostalgia on the city, as fans fondly remember the club's greatest ever day, a victory against Spurs in the 1987 Cup final. Miriam Ali gives us a sense of what the city fans are expecting this time around.
Coventry City Football Club has been given the chance to reproduce one of the greatest moments in their history in a game against Tottenham Hotspurs. We asked football fans at the streets of Coventry what they think the outcome of the game would be.
They're not going to win.
But they won in 1987.
But they're not going to win now. Times have changed. You can't even think about them winning because they're not going to win. They'll be lucky to draw, but they're not going to win unless Tottenham put on the little kids to play. Apart from that,
not a chance at all. Tottenham are on form and Coventry are in the lower divisions at the minute, so I can't see them really winning at all.
So it's not going to be that 1987?
No, definitely.
Not at all. Ever again.
Although fans are sceptical now, more than 20 years ago the Sky Blues won over Tottenham Hotspurs with a 3-2 victory at Wembley Stadium. Despite the fact that the Spurs were the strong favourites, Coventry won. It was their first ever domestic cup final. Will Coventry repeat its victory on Ricoh Arena in January? Only time will tell. Mariam Ali, Coventry Today.
And now a look at the weather with Emma Cooley.
Good afternoon. Well, there's been no snow... Oh, shit. Good afternoon. Well, there's been no snow as of yet for Coventry, but if you were out early this morning, you may have noticed how icy it was. Temperatures did dip below freezing last night and only reached 1 or 2 degrees for most of the morning. It's looking to be a chilly afternoon with a risk of rain which is due to continue throughout the evening. Temperature-wise, only reaching 3 degrees this afternoon and a strong northerly wind will make it feel even cooler. As I mentioned, it will be a rainy evening and there is a slight chance of sleet and snow late tonight, but into the early hours it will clear up, becoming largely dry. Well, a quick look at the forecast for tomorrow, and it's looking to be a very mixed day with a sunny morning but a rainy afternoon expected. That's all, back to the studio.
That's us for today. Thank you very much for watching and have a good night.